How goes wild? Diesel Supers.
I would say that is probably one of the.
Tim, if that doesn't get you excited for Rockwell, Iowa, August 4th through the 16th, Diesel Super Stocks, then you should be alive, if you know what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're super excited.
Yeah, we are. Mike, we're pulling there on Thursday night. So Mike Maurer just asked. The Remedy will be there Thursday night. God willing, it keeps running. It's running good this year. And I'd love to come put on a good show there.
Yeah, we look forward to having you here too.
Well, anyway, Rockwell, Iowa, the only Grand National poll in the state of Iowa. So huge for your community, Tim. If you just joined us, I know everybody that's probably watching this video, and Big Ryan Rusink shared this over to the North Iowa page as well, the Rockwell Lions Club, Ryan's Lions Club page. Everybody's heard of Rockwell, but I want to make sure we fill this place up. We have 5 sessions of Grand National polling. It's only $25 to get in at the gate, $20 if you buy them early at shopntpa.com. Tim, what you and the Rockwell Lions Club have done is amazing. And what I'm about to say, I don't want anybody to get offended if they have a poll at a fairgrounds or something like that. What Tim and the Rockwell Lions Clubs, they went and bought dirt. They bought 80 acres. And I don't know how much ground you have now, Tim, but you guys built a facility just for polling. And a lot of places we go to, again, I'm not knocking it. I'm just being real. A lot of places we go to they have a rodeo on Wednesday, and then they have a tractor pull on Thursday, like the fair. You guys are building and have built. I know you're not done, but you have built a premier polling facility, and it was last year's Grand National Poll of the Year, Tim. I mean, it's an awesome place, bud. It's an awesome place.
Yeah, it takes so many people to put on an event like this. We're super excited. It's over the years, we just keep on listening to people and hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, the sponsors. I mean, people like yourself that have been on board supporting us. It's been an awesome deal.
Well, you always want to rally around something, Tim. The one thing I've been really impressed with you and your team has been the fact that you don't just sit back and go, oh, you know what, we got poll of the year last year. You're your own worst critic about the event, what we can do better. And you went out to the Tomas, the Hutchinsons, the big Grand National polls that have that respect, or any big poll. And you said, what can we take? Can you kind of talk about the theory and how you guys came about to all of that?
Yeah, we just, we set out 13 years ago to be the best poll in America. And we're getting there slowly. But it took a lot of advice. I've been to Bowling Green. I know several of our members have been 3 times to look at it. We've been to Toma a couple times. We've been to Hutchinson, and most of it, we just listen to the pollers, and our theory has always been, if you take care of the pollers, everything else will take care of itself.
Well, and they're gonna spread the good word. And then what's really good about social media now, Tim, and 5 years ago, everybody was still kind of, oh, this social media thing is just a fad. It's never going to last. And now everybody's jumping on board. And the one thing I'm most impressed with, Tim, nowadays is the pollers themselves are doing a really good job of letting their fans know where they're going to go, right? Like we have over 1 million followers on Beer Money Polling Team, but 1 million people aren't going to see this video, Tim, because Facebook only sends it out to the people that thinks they want to see a video about Rockwell, Iowa. That's why I encourage every fan, every poller to post, because you have your own algorithm, and I know that you just leave all the social media stuff up to me, but and Ryan, but Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, they show you what you think you want to see, Tim. So that's why it's important for everybody to say, hey, we're going to Rockwell, Iowa, or we're going to this poll, or if I'm a fan, hey, I'm going to go camping at Rockwell, or I got my tickets for Rockwell, Iowa. It's important that everybody does that, because then the more people see it, and it's just super important that we share, like, comment, different things like that. We're getting some comments up here. Adam Wilson, he's from, I think Adam lives in Indiana or Ohio or somewhere out east, and he's saying the class list is the most impressive. And Adam has his own big YouTube following. Built Diesel Mafia has got like 80,000 subscribers. So he goes to a lot of polls. And like we talked about, you and I recorded an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify before this live. And your class list is just insane, Tim. I mean, do you sit down with Randall, or do you say, I want all of them? Or how do you guys come up with that?
Well, I guess to be honest, we've grown it out over the years. And for a while there, we had to put our name in the hat to be able to get some of these classes. And as just time's gone on, we've been able to request. And now, in my opinion, it's one of the best shows in America.
You can't, nobody can argue with you on that, Tim. Nobody, and that's good. One thing you and I talked about in the podcast was Rock Valley, Iowa, and you guys got off the same poll. Rock Valley and Rockwell are easily the two biggest polls in Iowa. Two different associations, but the biggest polls for those associations, Rock Valley always wins Super Poll of the Year for the Outlaws, and you guys won Grand National Poll of the Year. And I don't know if people understand what Grand National is. It's the highest level of polling in NTPA. All the big classes are there: unlimited, semis, the super stocks, the pro stocks, the big trucks, the big tractors. So that's one thing, Tim. I don't know if fans understand, and sometimes promoters don't do a good enough job really advertising that this is the highest level of polling in the world that you're going to see in Rockwell, Iowa, August 4th through the 6th. And again, we need state associations, we need local associations, we need region polling. But when you come to Rockwell, you're going to see the highest of the highest level. And in the past, the Rockwell and the Rock Valley were on top of each other. And you guys are what, about 3.5 hours apart? Does that sound right?
That is right. Yep.
And so if I have a local poll, you might be able to bring people within 60 miles. But a poll of this magnitude, Tim, can bring in, I mean, you guys will have fans from all over the United States at this event. So it's not uncommon for somebody to travel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours to attend an event of this magnitude. You have the camping, you have the hotels. That's why it's just really good for the state of Iowa and just polling in general that you were able to get off each other's dates. And I know some people don't understand. Tim had to. I mean, it's hard to get off of a date once you're kind of pigeonholed on a date on the schedule. It's hard. It's hard to move. And I know you guys had to jump through a lot of hoops to get off of that event. But I think it's going to be really, really good for the polling fans and for your event as well, Tim. So
yeah, I'll tell you, Rock Valley does a nice job. I mean, we've talked over the years with them, and it's been difficult for us to be on the same weekend. Rich does a great job over there with Rock Valley, and we're super excited. I've heard from several people that wanted to go to both events, and now they can. So it's awesome. This you speak to how far people come from. I've talked to people from Vegas and New York this week that are coming to our poll. Wow. Never been here before. Super excited, and they're that many miles away. The whole state should be here because it's going to be a big event.
It is. I mean, and that's where we're really going to bang the drum for you here the next couple of weeks of letting people know, when and where. That's always the most frustrating thing for me, Tim, is when somebody will come to say, "Oh, I didn't know that was going on this weekend." And I go, "Oh, you live under a rock?" You know what I mean? You do the best you can. I know you guys promote the crap out of this event. If you're just joining us, Tim Nuehring, the promoter of the North Iowa Nationals, Rockwell, Iowa, the Lions Club, puts this on, previewing their event they have the week after next, August 4th through 6th. 5 sessions, Thursday night, one on Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and then noon and 6 on Friday, noon and 6 on Saturday. Real quick to Rock Valley, and then we'll move on from that. But they have the same respect for you as you do for them. So, I mean, it's nice to see promoters working together because you're really kind of fighting over that same crowd with a magnitude of a big national event like this, Tim. So,
yeah, that's for sure.
That's great. If anybody has any questions for Tim, or if you're coming to if you're coming to Rockwell, is it your first year? Is it your 10th year? Different things like that. Let us know. Graham Tire have they been the presenting sponsor since the beginning, Tim, or have they just kind of stepped it up over the years?
No, they've been our presenting sponsor ever since the start. So 13 years now. So
nice. Yeah,
it's great to have a sponsor like that. They laid a foundation with us, and they've helped us all along. So it's awesome. We're very, very lucky when it comes to sponsors. I mean, it's just as anybody that's in the pulling world knows, we can't do it without them. It just wouldn't work.
I completely. And when I announce polls, I always mention, try to support these local sponsors, or if you know them or the business, even if you don't have any money to spend with them, at least thank them for coming, and that goes a long ways, Tim, for locals to do that, because Graham Tire and all the other sponsors that are on your poster. Tim, has the weather been so? Last year we got rained out in Rock Valley. I was there. We loaded up Saturday and we were hauling balls for Rockwell, and then we got a phone call about an hour before that you guys ended up having. It just kind of just drizzled just enough all day Saturday last year to.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, that was a struggle.
Oh, that's the worst thing in the world. It's not enough to really cancel the event, but it's it is. It's slimy and the pits get a mess, and everybody's got one of these now, Tim, and they got a radar on them, and they're scared to death. And it's just unfortunate. But over the years, the weather's been pretty good there, hasn't it? Or have you, I mean,
yeah, Mother Nature has treated us very well over the years. I mean, last year's the first one where we lost any substantial, time.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Talk about what it takes, you and your team, to put an event like this together. Like, how often do you guys meet? Is it monthly? Is it weekly? How often do you guys get together to put things together for this?
Yeah. So the day after the event, we get together, we go through, okay, what went wrong? What can we do better? What went right? And then we probably for the first 3 months, we meet monthly. After that, we meet every 2 weeks. And then for the last month and a half, we've been meeting every week. So It takes a lot of planning to put on an event like this. I mean, we're probably going to have 12 to 14,000 people here for the weekend. So, to plan an event like this takes a lot of effort.
Yeah. Do you, have you've been there since day one, right? Like, you've been here the whole time, right?
Yes.
Are there any other people on your board or your team that has been here the whole time with you, Tim?
Yeah, there's been 3 on our committee that have been here since the very start, but majority of our committee of 11 have been here all but maybe 1 or 2 years. So I mean, the continuity has been awesome, and we all know what we're doing, and we work very, very good together.
Yeah, the consistency is important, year to year, because you always want to improve, but you don't need to shake it up too much, Tim. You know what I mean? Just stay consistent, put on a good show, start on time for your fans, and all the things that you do. It's really, really amazing. From your point of view, was there a year that you're like, holy crap, this really has potential? Or like, where was that light bulb moment? Or did you just know from the beginning, damn it, we're going to do this and we're going to be good at it? Do you have any
everybody sets goals,
Yep.
And everybody has dreams. And, we started this event to help pay for our pledge of $250,000 to our new aquatic center in town. But there was some here on the committee that really had bigger dreams, and we've been chasing them ever since. But, the aha moment, I think that we felt that maybe we could be a super national someday was 2020, the COVID year. We were the only poll in the nation that pulled that off, and the fans came, they supported us. The pullers came from, I think there was 5 organizations of pullers at our event in 2020. And I don't know, it's just the compliments we receive and the offers for help. It's unbelievable, the amount of volunteers that, we get and all the compliments. It's really cool.
It is. It makes you feel good. That COVID year, it sucked for a lot of things, but it honestly was really good for pulling, because that was the first year, Tim. It didn't matter if you were an outlaw or an NTPA or a Lucas Oil, or it didn't matter. Guys and gals just wanted to go pulling, and it really got people to cross the lines, if you will. It's kind of like, it'd be like having all your churches. I live in Richland Center, Wisconsin. We have like 5,000 people and like 15 churches. It'd be like one Sunday, Tim, if everybody got together and all went to the same church, and you kind of find out that, you know what, we're all believing God, and we're all just trying to go truck and tractor pulling. You know what I mean, Tim?
Yep.
So, and it was good for your event because you have that facility. You guys, it's just beyond. It's hard to explain how organized it is. Again, this wasn't a fairground that was built in 1920. This was built for pulling in today's modern era with the long haulers, Chuck Knapp's rig that's 900 feet long, and the bootlegger rig that Simon's own now. It's built for rigs like that. The scales are built, the staging area. It's just so nice. It's so organized, Tim. And as a puller, you want to go to it. You want to go to events like that and support it and hope they grow. So. Yeah,
we sure hope so. We've tried awful hard. I mean, as we've grown, we've had to, change the fences and move them out further. We've increased our pit size 3 times now. But it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And, we mentioned camping. We're gonna have well over 100 campers here this year. And we got room for another 2,000 probably. So, but it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Again, Thursday night, 6 p.m. I don't have all the class memorized for each night, so you guys can go to ntpapoll.com and look that up yourselves. Friday at noon, Friday night at noon, Saturday at noon, Saturday night at 6. When you put 5 sessions on like this, Tim, it's hard. It's hard for people to, and it's not hard, I guess. Daytime sessions, I feel like, are always hard, but I like what you're doing by going to that Thursday night session like that. You're really, truly making a destination, because when I leave Rockwell, Iowa, if I'm a fan, I want to know what next year's date is. So I'm either booking my hotel or I'm letting my work know that I'm taking this week off. Like, it's truly a destination pull, Tim, and you guys have worked hard to get to that. And that's the ultimate compliment for, for your whole Lions Club. I lose you, Tim? Tim? I had him. I can see him. Tim, can you hear me okay? Tim. Tim. We're having some issues there. Can you hear me? I wonder what happened. Let's see what happened here. I was talking to Tim. I can still see Tim.
Fix it.
I got him there. I can hear you, Tim. Can you hear me? Tim's having some technical difficulties. We can still see him. But again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Rockwell, Iowa, the North Iowa Nationals, August 4th through the 6th there. I'm not sure if you got another phone call or what happened there.
Hey, Todd, have Stetson come here.
Yep, we're going to get him back. So we're going to get him back. Tim's having some technical difficulties, but I can hear him, but he doesn't know we can hear him. So we'll just kind of hang out here for a second. If you guys have any questions for Tim, or if any events or different things like that,
I can't.
we're not sure what's going on there. We'll get this figured out. Tim looks like he's sitting in his office. Hopefully he'll be back on and we can wrap up a few more minutes with him. Tonight, 8 o'clock, we're going to be live. We're talking about, we got Mercer, Warrensburg, and Waterloo, Illinois. A couple Missouri pulls of that. So, can you hear me, Tim? Not sure what happened to Tim. But he is a promoter of the Rockwell, Iowa, North Iowa Nationals. In Rockwell, Iowa, August 4th through 6th. 5 big sessions of championship pulling. So, you can hear him. But it's not on there. You have to talk on there. 5 big sessions of championship pulling. They got me on there. There's that 15-second delay.
Can you hear me now, Jason?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Why won't it? Can you hear me?
Logan, shut up. Stop. Go ahead, Tim. Just wrap it up, and then we'll let everybody go, okay?
Okay, well, I guess, I really want to, invite everybody to come out. I mean, if you haven't been here before, it's a family atmosphere. All of our vendors are nonprofit organizations. I mean, the cheerleaders, the football players, Knights of Columbus, the dance teams, the Girl and Boy Scouts, they're the only ones that are making any money. All of our money goes back into scholarships and EMTs, fire departments, things like that. So, but we appreciate everyone for coming out and joining us, and we're totally excited to have them. Awesome.
Thank you, Tim. Tim Nuehring, everybody, from the Rockwell, Iowa Lions Club. I'll throw the banner back up here one more time, their poster. I'm super excited for this event. We're going to be pulling there Thursday, and on our way out to a couple pulls, I think we have some Nebraska stuff going on for the Outlaws that weekend as well. But we just recorded we had recorded a podcast today with Tim, and just like I said, just really, really excited for everything that he's got going on at that event in the Rockwell Lions Club. So if you guys are looking for an awesome event, August 4th through the 6th, please put Rockwell, Iowa on your board and check it out. Again, Thursday night, 6 o'clock, Friday noon, Friday 6, Saturday noon, Saturday 6. They have every single Grand National and GPA class except the light modifieds. And honestly, I don't even know how many hooks those guys have this year on the Grand National. So all the big boys and girls are going to be there. Semi, super stock diesels, unlimited mods. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So check it out. And Rockwell, Iowa, have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll be back at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time with Let's Grow Pulling Live. Tonight we have promoters from Warrensburg, Missouri, Mercer, Missouri, and Waterloo, Illinois. thanks for watching my live. Thank you, Tim, for jumping on. He has been a good friend over the years. I met them out in Bowling Green in 2016, and just in envy of what they've been able to do in Rockwell, Iowa. They've stuck with it. They've been disciplined and patient, and they're growing one of the best polls in the United States. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Are you interested in promoting or increasing the attendance of your truck and tractor pull event? My name is Jason Schultz, owner of the Beer Money Pulling Team, which has over 1.3 million followers across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Our goal is to grow the sport of truck and tractor pulling and increase the awareness of the sport through our social media presence and highly engaged audience. We want to partner with you and help you grow the attendance of your event. We have a ton of promotional opportunities available and a full-time social media coordinator to make sure your investment is taken care of. For more information on promotional opportunities, give me a call, 608-604-5068.